So today I want to share a sales and marketing tactic that has made us well over $30 million. And in the 1,200 companies that we have consulted, the clients of ours that have made the most money, some of them are at $2 or $3 million a month with this, they do this tactic, okay? And I'm going to share that with you. So think of this as a magic money box. Imagine for a moment that you took this box and you opened it. And you put $1 in, you close the box, you open it back up, and now there is, say, $3, $4, $5. How many times would you put $1 in the box? You'd put it in an unlimited amount of times, as much as you could, right? And if this box, it didn't work so well, you put $1 in, you close it, you open it, you get 50 cents out, well, then how much would you put $1 in? Probably not at all, right? You would not want to keep putting dollars in this box. And that is how I view sales and marketing. Once you create a system that allows you to put money in the box, close the box, open it, and there's more money, you will continuously put more in and you will make more money. But if that system is broken, if it doesn't work very well, you're not going to want to put money into your business. So I learned this years ago by absolute mistake. If you remember, there was a guy named Billy Mays, and he did sales presentations on televisions where he sold this little product called OxyClean. Well, years ago, I got a job at a business where they would train people like Billy Mays. In fact, it's where Billy Mays got his start. And what they would do is they would go to like Sam's Club and Costco, and they would do these presentations. I'm sure you've seen them. They sell blenders and they sell pots and pans, and they would do these presentations and sell these homeware items. Now, what you don't know is that the pitchmen that would do this, that were the best, they would end up making it on TV, like the ShamWow guy and Billy Mays. Well, when I got this job, my sales manager was the actual sales manager that trained Billy Mays. So I got to learn sales presentations from the guy that trained arguably the best sales presenter in the game, which was really cool. And when I got up to do my very first presentation, I was really nervous. And I didn't want to do it because I didn't have any confidence. And my sales manager, he grabbed the script that he had taught me. I went there for training for 2 weeks and they taught this script. And he said, "Hey, listen, kiddo, we've spent millions of dollars and years perfecting the words on this page, and this script has made us hundreds of millions of dollars. And keep in mind, this is like cookware. And they're making hundreds of millions of dollars with this, with sales presentations. Way more than their competitors, because their competitors didn't have sales presentations. They just had commercials." And so he said, "You're not that special where this won't work for you." So I said, "Oh, okay." So I read the words that I had been taught, and I made $1,500 in sales commissions that day. I had made $500 or $600 maximum in a week when I was delivering pizza, and I did that for 7 years. One day, I made $1,500 in sales commissions, and it taught me that you'll never be broke if you know what to say. And it also taught me that the real way people were making tons of money quickly was sales presentations. Because if you really think about it, and you go back and you look, think about like the coaching industry. What is an average garden variety coach? Probably the most common. Life coaches, right? They're also generally the most broke. Yet there is one billionaire life coach. Do you know what his name is? You guessed it, Tony Robbins. Now, how does Tony Robbins sell $1 billion worth of life coaching? Well, he sells it very differently than anybody else. He does what I like to call a paid presentation. It's a sales presentation that you pay to attend. So people will attend his date with destiny, and then he sells them into the next one and the next one and the next one. Every single event you go to for Tony Robbins is a paid sales presentation. But here's why it's a great sales presentation. Because Frank Kern, legendary internet marketer, he said that if you really want to show somebody that you can help them, actually help them. And so what these paid presentations like Tony Robbins does is they allow you as the business owner to show your clients, your audience, that you can help them in bulk, all at once. And so you end up getting tons of clients all at once. Tony Robbins will do 50, 60 million off one event. And see, 30 years ago, he came up with an event or a paid presentation that worked and made him a lot of money, and he was smart enough to never change it. And his mentor taught him that, Jim Rohn. He said, if you have something good to say, say it often and you'll be successful. And so if you look at different industries, you will see this. Like, how do you think people build funds where they get investors to come in? They do webinars, they do presentations where they show you the different investments they have. How do you think people sell timeshare? Presentations. What's the most valuable computer company of all time? Apple. Who sold Apple to the world? Steve Jobs. What did Steve Jobs do every year to sell more Apple products? He did a presentation. And so the point is that one single sales presentation can erase all the horrible financial decisions you've ever made. And so for me, I realized that the people that were making the most money the fastest, they were scaling to 5 million, 6 million, 10 million, etc. They were doing these single sales presentations and just doing them over and over again. And if that one presentation was really, really good, it would change everything for you. And so what I started doing was doing what I call a paid presentation, which is kind of like a webinar. It's kind of like a normal sales presentation, but you pay to be there. You pay to watch it. And so I have a client right now, owns a bookkeeping company. They do $2.5 million a month with a paid presentation. I have another client who does marketing for lawyers. They do almost $3 million a month, $3 million a month using paid presentations where they sell a $70,000 marketing package to lawyers. We did in December $800,000 in 1 month at my Epic Pitch Challenge, where I showed people how to create great marketing for their business. And then, a percentage of them signed up to continue working with us in our mastermind and our other products. And so that is what I can tell you, is that if you are able to create one single sales presentation, fill the room with the right people, say the right thing, and make the right offer, and you just keep doing it over and over again, you now have created a magic money box. You now have and the box is your presentation. And so now, whether it's a social media team to edit your videos and upload them to YouTube, whether it's ads, whatever it is, you can put money in the box and you get more out. And the beauty of doing a paid presentation is that when you spend, say, $100 in ads, if you make back $100 in ticket sales to watch this presentation, whether it's live or automated, you're now break even. So now all the people that watch the presentation paid to be there. And people that pay attention, okay? People that pay attention. And people that pay attention pay more. I'll leave you with one final thought on this, why you should start charging for your sales presentations. Imagine for a moment that you see a movie trailer. You're sitting on your couch, you see a movie trailer, and you see something you don't like in the movie trailer. How likely are you to buy a ticket to watch that movie? Not very likely. But let's say you did buy a ticket, and you go to the movie, you've got your popcorn, you've got your drink, you sit down, and you see something you don't like in the first 5 minutes. Do you get up and walk out of the theater? No, you don't. Why? Because you paid to be there. You see, when you do free marketing, free content, and free content is great, it introduces people to your world, but when you do that, if you say one wrong thing, they leave. It's unforgivable. You literally have to be an amazing marketer. It's a very hard game to win. But when you charge for that content, people have paid to be there. You now have butts in seats, and they're listening to a presentation, and if you make a mistake, there's more grace. You can make mistakes and still make sales. So I don't like to play hard games. I like to play a game that I can win. And when I fill the room with people who are looking for a solution, they've paid to be there, they've invested, they're committed. Whether I say things perfectly or not, the margin of error is just so much wider. I can get clients without having to be an amazing marketer. And so that is my tip to grow and scale fast, 10 million more. Create a single sales presentation that gets you clients for life. If you'd like to learn how to do this, I do have an event called the Epic Pitch Challenge where I teach you how to do this step by step. You can check out a link in the description and grab yourself a ticket, and I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.